Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Tuesday, December 13, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus, if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comment section below. And make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Tampa Bay Lightning vs Seattle Kraken. The Kraken have proven throughout the season that they are a great team that can win on a nightly basis. The problem is that they face the Lightning, who are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, that look to step up and control this game. The Lightning, who average 3.52 goals per game, should pile on the goals with Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with great centering passes. The Lightning should also limit the Kraken offense with Ian Cole, Mikhail Sergachev, and the rest of the defensive unit stepping up at the blue line and cutting off angles to the net on the rush and limiting shots on the net, allowing goaltender Andrei Vasilevsky to make plenty of big saves. The Lightning should win the game and cover the spread with a strong performance on their home ice. Take the Lightning minus 1.5 goals. Perhaps the biggest improvement in 2022 for Seattle is the goaltending, and in this one, they'll go up against the best goaltender in the NHL, so don't expect too many goals in what should still be a competitive and very entertaining matchup. For Tampa Bay, the under is 7-1 in their past 10 meetings against the Pacific Division, while the under for Seattle is 5-0 in their past 5 matchups against teams with a winning record, while being 7-3 in their past 11 games overall. So while these teams are led by players with amazing point records thus far in 2022, they work best when dealing with low-scoring, grinding battles. Take under 6.5 goals. Buffalo Sabres vs Los Angeles Kings. The Kings are having a promising season with their offense stepping up and scoring 3.39 goals per game. Kevin Fiala, Hans Kopitar, and Victor Arvidsson have scored 27 goals and 54 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has also stepped up. Philip Denault, Gabriel Velarde, and Adrian Kemp have combined for 30 goals and 27 assists, while defensemen Sean Durzi and Drew Doughty have added 5 goals and 31 assists from the point to overwhelm opposing defenses. The Sabres are having a rough season despite their offense stepping up and scoring 3.86 goals per game, with 19 goals in the last 4 games. Tage Thompson, Alex Tuch, and Dylan Cozens have scored 44 goals and 52 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the rest of the offense has also been great. Jack Quinn, Casey Mittelstadt, and Victor Olofsson have combined for 23 goals and 24 assists, while defensemen Rasmus Dahlin and Owen Power have added 9 goals and 33 assists from the point to open up the offense. The Kings look to rebound from a rough loss, but I see the Sabres stepping up on their home ice and controlling this game. The Sabres, who average 3.86 goals per game, should pile on the goals against a Kings defense that is allowing 3.61 goals per game, with Tage Thompson, Alex Tuch, and the rest of the forward unit establishing a strong offensive zone presence and creating open shots with great puck movement. The Sabres should also limit the Kings' offense with Rasmus Dahlin, Owen Power, and the rest of the defensive unit, creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, while goaltender Craig Anderson blanks shots on the net. The Sabres should win the game with a much-needed bounce-back performance on their home ice. Take the Sabres money line as home favorites. The Buffalo Sabres are one of the most enjoyable teams to watch in the NHL thus far in 2022, especially after Tage Thompson's incredible 5-goal performance, but in recent times, they haven't been able to find consistency and will come into this one looking to bounce back from back-to-back losses against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The veteran goaltending matchup of Craig Anderson and Jonathan Quick will be a treat to watch in this one, as they've both enjoyed success late in their NHL careers, but for both of these teams to win games as of late, they've needed to score quite a lot. For the Kings, the over is 9-4-1 in their last 14 games when battling winning teams, while it sits at 5-2 in their past 7 overall, and for the Sabres, the over is similarly consistent, sitting at 15-5-1 in their past 21 games overall, including a perfect 5-0 in their past 5 games against the Western Conference, so no matter who comes out on top in this one, bet the over with all the offensive talent on the ice. Take the over 6.5 goals. New Jersey Devils vs Dallas Stars. The Stars are having a great season with their offense leading the way and scoring 3.75 goals per game. Jason Robertson and Roope Hintz have scored 34 goals and 40 assists to lead the top line, but the entire offense has stepped up. Joe Pavelski, Jamie Benn, and Tyler Seguin have combined for 26 goals and 51 assists, while defenseman Miro Heiskanen has added 5 goals and 17 assists from the point to open up the offense. The Devils are having a great season with their offense stepping up and scoring 3.70 goals per game. Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and Nico Hischier have scored 36 goals and 55 assists to lead the top 2 lines, but the entire offense has been great. Dawson Mercer, Tomas Tatar, and Yegor Sharangovich have combined for 22 goals and 24 assists, while defensemen Dougie Hamilton and Jonas Gentler have added 8 goals and 23 assists from the point to put the offense over the top. The offense has been great, but the defense has also been phenomenal, allowing only 2.33 goals per game. Hamilton and Gentler have combined for 4.8 defensive point shares and 71 blocked shots, while John Marino, Ryan Graves, and Damon Severson have combined for 5.1 defensive point shares to add depth to the unit. Furthermore, backup goaltender Akira Schmid has stepped up in the net with a .940 save percentage and a 1.70 goals against average on 133 shots. This is going to be a great game between two of the best teams in the NHL. The Stars look to win on the road, but the Devils are having a remarkable season and look to control this game from the opening puck drop. The Devils, who average 3.70 goals per game, should constantly find the back of the net with Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and creating open shots with quick passes, while defensemen Dougie Hamilton and Jonas Gentler generate shots on the net from the blue line. Speaking of Hamilton and Gentler, they should help the Devils limit the Stars' offense by creating turnovers in the defensive zone and limiting passing lanes to force direct shots on the net, allowing goaltender Akira Schmid to make plenty of big saves. The Devils should win the game with a strong performance on their home ice. Take the Devils' money line as home favorites. Dallas is on the back end of a road back-to-back. They were plus 110 underdogs in their last game, and they lost 2-1 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Roope Hintz scored the lone goal. Jake Ettinger stopped 23 out of 25 shots faced. New Jersey is on the back end of a back-to-back. They were small -110 favorites in their previous game, but they lost 4-3 in overtime against the New York Rangers. Dawson Mercer scored a goal and had an assist. Nico Hischier and Jack Hughes each scored a goal. Vitek Vanecek stopped 19 out of 23 shots faced. Both teams are on the back end of a back-to-back, and they are both good at keeping the puck out of the net. The Devils rank second in goals against per game and second in shots against per game. Vitek Vanecek has a record of 12-2-2 with a 2.39 GA and .912 SV%. Akira Schmid has a record of 5-1-0 with a 1.70 GAA and .940 SV%. The Stars rank 8th in goals against per game and 14th in shots against per game. Jake Ettinger has a record of 11-4-3 with a 2.49 GAA and .916 SV%. The under is 6-3 in the last 10 meetings between these two teams. With both teams on the back end of a back-to-back, they will both be fatigued. This will be a lower scoring game, and the under will hit. Take the under, 6 goals.